thanks for coming and congrats on the win tonight. How did you like the effort from the guys this evening?
Yeah, it was a great game. We started playing right away, and that's good. We were leading 3-0. We just need to figure out how to play these tight games, and I said already, good game and good win.
And you managed to close a couple games out in different ways, mind you, against two teams at Flint that was leading its conference at the time. Rouyn, who's close to the top of its conference. What do you think winning those games and finding different ways to do it is going to do for the guys' confidence going forward?
Yeah, it's really good for the confidence that we can beat every team in the league, but we need to play our game and just continue in this.
You've been looked to lead the way with a lot of that lately. I mean, you're on a top line now, getting a lot of ice, a lot of responsibility. You've certainly responded well in terms of your production, but how do you feel you've played of late, and what steps do you think you've taken in your game more recently?
I'm focusing all the time the same thing, just be the leader on the ice, doing the right way, playing the right way, so yeah.
You obviously had the experience of playing with Adam at the World Juniors, and now you get to be his line mate here in Sudbury, and you guys are doing well with JC, of course. But what do you like playing with? What do you like about playing with Adam?
I mean, we know each other from young age, so it's really great to have someone like that. He's skating well, he's smart on the puck, so I just like it to play with him. Also, JC is playing really well, skating real well. So yeah, the whole line is great. We just need to continue and scoring goals and winning the games.
How is it for you too, and maybe for him to have someone else on the team who's from back home and maybe can speak Slovak with together, and someone who has the same sort of background as you?
Yeah, it's really great. But also we try to speak in the locker room like English, so everyone understands, so they don't judge us like talking behind our back or something like that. We just try to be friendly to everyone and speaking English and just be the good teammates.
Like you said, you're trying to play the right way. If you continue to do that, what do you think this team can accomplish down the stretch?
I mean, we need to focus every game to playing the right way and focus on another game all the time. So yeah, I don't want to say that we're gonna win the championship or whatever. So we need to just focus on another game every time, another period, shift by shift, and we're gonna see what happens.
Congrats on this win, Scott. Another win over a contending team. Got to be good for the guys' confidence. But how did you like the way they closed it out tonight?
Yeah, you go into the third, right? They get a couple bounce back goals, and as I said, they're a really good team. They're fast. They play with pace. They're deep. Put everything to the net, right? So obviously some big saves from Bronis, and I thought there was some great efforts throughout the lineup there for sure.
That line, of course, with Henderson, Clayton, and Dean had a real nice night. I knew you were going to be looking to them to play a key checking role, of course, but always great when you get that offense from them as well. Yeah,
it was huge right off the first shift, right? Pressure in their D, turnover, it's in the net, and I think it was a similar goal on the second when they got. But I mentioned in the room that line was outstanding all game. Clayton went out there for some huge face-offs throughout the game. I won that, and you know what? The last 10 minutes of the third, we cut the bench down. You know what? But those guys were battling, blocking shots. I thought our D core played great. Obviously, when you have one of your top guys leaves early in the game, you're down to 6D, but guys step up into different roles, and in the end, you need a goalie make saves, and I thought Bronis was solid again for us.
You talked about the other night about how some of the progression towards these couple of wins started a few games ago before you actually got the results, but what is pulling these out going to do for the confidence, do you think, of your group?
I think it's huge, right? I think, 1 through 25 guys are happy when other guys are having success, and that's the only way you're going to win as a team. And hey, are we going to win every game? Of course not. But we play the right way, give the right effort. You can see a little dip there in the second periods, but we're trying to pick the guys up here and just get back to playing the game. It's a lot of hockey here we've had, and next week we got another team that's first in the league in Brantford, and it'll be a huge test for us.
Yeah, for sure. And I know you'll need, of course, to have all your lines going in that one. But I wanted to ask you about Jan tonight, since we have him coming in a little bit. Not just his play tonight, but how he's been for you since he's got back from the World Juniors, and you've obviously put him in a position where he's getting more ice and more responsibility now too. And maybe a little quiet by his recent standards tonight, but still a good game, and you got to be pretty pleased overall.
Yeah, you know what? That line wasn't hitting the offense as much, but still, Jan has a game-winning goal. But when you're not going offensively, I thought they were really good on the defensive side of the game, and that's what you got to do. I told him, if it's 20 seconds, 30 seconds, we just need your best 20 or best 30. You don't need to extend it. And I thought those three were really good. But Jan protects the puck well. The game-winning goal was a whole shift of Chauvin's line. And then Ula makes a nice play back door to Chauvin for the game-winning goal. And I thought that was excellent play from all 5 players on the ice, lots of movement, and obviously a good finish.
obviously he's got a bit of background with Adam. They've played internationally a few times together now, and so maybe it was given that they were going to have a little bit of chemistry already. But what do you like about them together, and then with Lemieux in that, too?
Yeah, they're three high-end hockey IQ players. Chauvin plays 200 feet, Nemec plays 200 feet, Lemieux's playing 200 feet. When there's a pass, they make it. They're not trying to make things up on the go, right? So they have some good chemistry together. All three have high offensive, like I said, IQ. But for me, what I like is at the end there, Nemec chips a puck out to Henderson, over to Clayton for an empty net. That's coachability, and that's the players you want here on this team.
You mentioned a couple big saves out of Bjorn as well. A couple of really nice outings in a row for him since he was pulled early in a game. How do you like the response like that from a goaltender, especially after he's had one where it could have hit the confidence a little bit?
Yeah, he came to me there after that game, and he wanted right back in the net, right? And he knew he'd come here to stop pucks, and that's what he told me. And I told him, when you get back in there, let's see it, right? And obviously he's proven that here in his last few starts. He's been outstanding all 3 games this weekend, even back to the 2-1 loss in North Bay. He kept us in the game, and that's what you need, right? Having a goalie that players believe in, and then a goalie that believes in his players and his defense. And right now we got 25 guys believing in each other, and we're going to make mistakes, but we'll correct them, and we'll keep going on.